Hey guys, good morning. Hope you're all doing great. All right. Can I get a quick confirmation? Everybody able to see my screen and able to hear me loud and clear? I got only confirmation. Okay, I got all confirmation. Now today we're gonna learn something very interesting, guys. We're gonna learn about like how to write our stuff using Java base API and Node.js APIs. Right. So major thing, guys, for this particular course. So we're going to start from very scratch, thinking that we don't know anything about using this. So which ID you guys are comfortable? Which ID? I'm sure like you have completed your Java course, right? So which ID you guys are comfortable? All right. So you know IntelliJ also, right? So be it be Eclipse or be it be IntelliJ, guys, altogether it's same. So we're gonna develop, all right, things in IntelliJ. For Node.js, guys, what is the development environment you guys use? Any ID you have used? Any editor for Node.js? So let's say that I want to start from very scratch, guys. And what I want to do here is I want to uh, Visual Studio only. Okay, that is great. So we're gonna use the Visual Studio, and I got terminal. Okay. So guys, what I need here is I need to start my Kafka, guys, first, because now this time, guys, I'm not gonna connect my Kafka from my command line tools. Like yesterday we have started our producer and consumer, right? From producer we have written our data into topic, and then we have consume it. I've shown you example of consumer group where I've started multiple consumers as part. Now it's time to understand like how to connect Kafka with Java-based clients, or how to connect Kafka with the Node.js based client, right? So two way of coding, guys, I'm going to show you in today's class. So first, in both way, guys, if I want to deal with, right, I require to have my some software up and running. So I'm going to do start my Kafka. All right, if I want to start my Kafka, guys, first I need to start my Zookeeper. So I'm going to start my Zookeeper by typing Zookeeper hyphen server hyphen start dot sh. All right, and then you got like, what do you got, guys? Right, you got like config, all right, and you got like Zookeeper dot properties. So basically, I'm starting my Zookeeper, guys. I'm showing you things from very scratch, guys, down level. So my Zookeeper is started. I'm going to open another console. Now this time I'm going to start my Kafka broker. So if I want to start my Kafka broker, guys, I can specify Kafka server start.sh, and you know that you got a configuration property called server.properties, and this will start your Kafka. So broker is started, Kafka is started. If you want to start kind of like one more broker, all right, I can start my broker, one more broker by typing the same thing, then Kafka server start. And yesterday class I've shown you how to configure multi-node, right? I require to access Kafka server start .sh config. Right, I can specify server1 dot properties. So this will start my second broker. So my second broker is started. I'm okay with two brokers. If you want third one also, let me create quickly. Then Kafka server, I can start config. I can specify server 2 dot properties. So how many brokers I've started?
Unknown caller.
Give me a second. All right. So guys, I want to start my another console, Kafka server dot sh. So I've started my third broker as well. So this side it's fine. So I have started my Zookeeper. I have started my free Kafka node. Now guys, what I have to do here is I have to start my Eclipse. So I'm going to specify a new window for my Eclipse. Let's see that. So my IntelliJ is there inside this particular directory. So let me start my IntelliJ pen idea.sh, and I'm good. So it's going to start my IntelliJ. All right. So my IntelliJ is starting. Good news. Now we want to code things from the scratch. Everybody knows what is Maven project, guys? Everybody knows what is Maven. What is Maven, guys, by the way? All right. So not a problem, guys. I'll show you from the scratch. So uh, let's start understanding how to create a project, guys, in Java. So I'm going to create new project very quickly. All right. And the moment I see new project, all right, you're going to see a Maven project. So I'm selecting Java 1.8 and I'm selecting a Maven project. All right, Maven is a dependency management tool. So I'm going to specify my project name as new project I'm creating. So NSC, all right, NSC batch one, all right, and you can say, all right, so let's work out with this. Now it's going to ask me, all right, so for dependency, guys, what is the file I have in it for dependency? All right, so basically, you got a file called form.xml. Am I right? Which is going to download the dependency automatically for me. Is that right? So do I need to configure this dependency file, form.xml? Absolutely. So if I want to have a Kafka dependency, guys, so basically if you want to connect to Kafka, guys, in Java, guys, you need to have this dependency. So first, let me specify the dependencies. All right, inside these dependencies, you have to specify only one dependency or two maximum. So what you have to do here is you can go to Maven repository and go to Maven repository, type Kafka, just Kafka. And you're going to see that there are two options I got for Apache Kafka. Avoid first one. So first one I don't need. Second one, which is nothing but a Kafka client, I require to have this. My version is the latest version, so I'm going to click on this. I'm using Maven, so I'm going to select this Maven, and I can go over here and I can copy and paste here inside my dependency. Done. My job is done. Now, guys, for logging, so you know what is logging, right? So if I want to do a logging, my stuff, basically kind of like printing or seeing some value, I'm using a logger called SL4J simple. All right, so I can pick any of my logger. You can see any stable version, guys, you can pick, and you need to copy this. While copying this, guys, one more thing you have to make. So guys, the scope is test. What I'm going to do here, either I'm going to comment it out or either I'm going to remove. Now you can see that Kafka client is being loaded, but SL4J is not being loaded. If I want to forcefully or manually load, guys, I got an option called tool windows. So I can go to view to tool windows, right? And I can see Maven here. So just refresh this, right? If you want to create, refresh an index, it's going to resolve all your dependencies. So you can see that everything is being downloaded. Now we are good to code. Right? Now we are good to code. So now if you want to code, guys, using Java-based APIs, all right. So let's see that how to write our own producer. So steps to create Java producers. So these are the common steps. So what you have to do here is step 1, specify all producer related configurations and step 2, guys, step 2, you have to create Kafka producer object and specify step 1 properties. Step 3, guys. All right. What you have to do here is step 3, create producer record. So this is another object, record instance, to send messages to Kafka. Right. And once this step is done, step 4 is nothing but flush and close your producer instance. So step 5, you can consider this. Step 4. All right. Send your record. All right. Send your producer record to Kafka using send method. These are kind of like 5 steps required, guys. All right, if you want to understand theoretically. Now let's see this practically, how we need to do it. So I got all my libraries available, guys, now. Now source main Java. Inside this, guys, I'm gonna write my producer. So Java class I'm gonna write. I'm gonna write my NSE producer. So I have written this. I got like main method. All right. So I have specified NSE producer and I've specified my main method. Now let's specify. What is my step 1, guys? Specify all Kafka producer related configuration. Producer related configuration. So yesterday class I've teach you so many producer related properties. Now if you want to specify those property, guys, you have to create properties object. So properties. All right, and I can create my new properties. New properties I can create. One. So now I'm going to specify all the properties, guys, which is mandatory. So if I want to connect to Kafka, guys, you know that one of the property is bootstrap server. So I don't need to specify like bootstrap. I need not to say this is the old way to do it. Now, if you want to do kind of like using latest API, what you have to do here is you just need to specify producer config. All right. And you're going to get all your properties here. So basically, guys, I want to specify my bootstrap server. I can specify my bootstrap server as localhost 9092. All right. Optionally, guys, I can specify localhost. All right. I can specify one more node to connect my Kafka cluster. So 9093 is also one of the option I have. So I've specified this. Now, once I specify Bootstrap server, now I need to specify while sending your data, all right. If you observe, guys, producer is job is to write your data into Kafka cluster. So if I want to write my data into Kafka cluster, guys, do you think I need to serialize my data? How many guys agreed to this? Do you think I need to serialize my data? Yes. All right, wonderful. So can I say Kafka will store your data in the form of key value pair? Did we discuss this? Right. So now, guys, if I want to send my data into from my producer, guys, all right, what I have to do here is I need to specify my key type. So I want to serialize it if I want to use it. So basically, key serializer class config, key serializer class. All right. And I can specify string serializer dot class dot get name I can specify. Gone, done. So basically I've specified my stray key, which is kind of like, I'm using Kafka serializer called string serializer, or a key I have serialized. Same way, guys, do I need to producer properties dot set property, right, and you need to specify producer config dot value serializer class config. All right. And here also, guys, I'm getting string serializer class. So you can see that org.apache.kafka does have a way to do it. I'm getting its class and their canonical name or normal name. All right, this is the minimum properties required. So yesterday class, guys, I want to show you, all right, this is a minimum property. We can add more properties also. All right, so now let's come back here. Once I specify all this property, what I have to do here is you have to create instance of Kafka producer. If you want to create an instance of Kafka producer, I can write Kafka producer, new Kafka producer, specify my properties inside as discussed. So now my Kafka producer knows all the properties what my Kafka producer. Optionally, guys, I can specify the generics also, string and string. So key type is string, value type is string, right? And you can specify string, and this is how things go. So I've created a Kafka producer object. Now the next thing, guys, what I have to do here is I have to create Kafka producer record object. So if you remember, guys, when I was discussing about producer record, guys, yesterday class, I said like producer record does have how many mandatory things to specify? So it does have like, all right, topic, key, and value. All right. So if I don't specify key, it's gonna store your data in a round robin, like round robin fashion if you don't specify any key. So basically, guys, I want to create user record object. So produce a record. All right, we'll take a record. New produce a record. Right. And if you observe, guys, produce a record will take a topic name. So I'm going to create a NSC. All right, I'm going to create a topic for you. NSC topic. All right. And the next thing, guys, I can take it as a value. So what value? All right. Hi, NSC. What's up? This is a message, guys. I want to write, I want to produce programmatically into this particular topic. All right. So here also, guys, optionally, guys, I can specify my generics. Generics means my key value type, string and string. Here also I can specify string and string option. Wonderful. Now, once I have created a producer record, this record, all right, record, I have to send to Kafka. So this record, one by one, each record, guys, using this producer record, I'm going to write it into a particular topic. All right. So now if I want to send my record, so what I'm going to do here is producer dot. All right, I got a multiple way. I can send my data synchronously and asynchronously. All right, I'll show you both options. So if I want to send my data asynchronously, or fire and forget kind of stuff, so send record, I can specify. All right, and if I want to send my data synchronously, guys, I can specify this get function. So get function will send your data synchronous. All right. So right now I'm not worried about this. I'm sending my record, file and forget way. Now, guys, once it is done, guys, right? What important thing you have to do here is flush your Kafka user and close it. So if you want to flush it, guys, producer dot flush function you have, right? And then what you can do here is producer close. We can call this particular function. So this is how you have to write a Java-based APIs, guys. I'm sure everybody got to know. If I want to run this, guys, my Kafka cluster is running, guys. Only thing, guys, I have to create a particular topic, right? I have to create a particular topic. So I'm going to create a topic. So you know how to create a topic, right? So Ben Kafka topics .sh. So you know that you need to specify bootstrap server, right? Localhost 49092. All right, and then what I need to do here is I want to create a new topic. So create, what is the topic name you want to create? I have specified NSC topic, all right, and I want partitions as 3, and I want replication factor also 3. All right, like that I can specify. So you can see that the result of this It has created a topic called NSC topic. Now from my Java application, guys, I can write my data into this particular topic. All I have to do here is I have to run my producer application. So this is how you have to write a producer application. So I'm running this NSC producer.main. So it has written my data. Now, how I'm going to understand that whether it has been written or not in my Kafka topic? So in order to verify this, guys, I can use Kafka console consumer.sh. All right, and I can specify my bootstrap server to connect my cluster, localhost 9092. And you can see that which topic you want to read from. Consumer is to read, right? So I want to read from a topic called NSC topic. And how you want to read? You want to read latest or from the beginning? I want to read from beginning. All right, and you can see that I will get a message from a all right, from my producer, I got a message. Hi NSC, what's up? All right. Now, if I run this application once again, you can see that again. So if I run this producer again, you can see that inside your consumer, am I gonna get my message again? Absolutely. So instead of using Kafka console producers, consumers, guys, what I've done here is, guys, I've created my own stuff. All right. Now, one more thing, guys, what we want to show, I want to show. All right. So let's write your consumer also. All right. And then we're going to specify a lot many properties inside this. So I'm going to write a Java class. And this time I'm going to write NSC consumer. So again, guys, if I want to write a consumer, guys, I require to write a main method. All right. Same way, guys, I need to specify a few properties, guys. Properties is equal to new properties. All right, and you can specify your properties now. So properties dot set property. So guys, if I want to consume my data, guys, if I want to read my data, do you think I need to deserialize it? Do you think I need to deserialize it? Yes. How many guys agreed to this? But if I want to deserialize, guys, do you think I need to connect to my cluster? All right, so what is the first property I can have? What is the first property I can have? So can I specify, instead of producer config, guys, I can specify consumer config, and I can specify my bootstrap server. How many guys agreed? Can I say bootstrap server? Yes, if I want to connect to my cluster. So localhost 9092. Done, right? Now, guys, I'm going to write mandatory properties dot set property. All right, and I'm going to specify my deserializer class. So consumer config dot key deserialize class. All right. So instead of string serializer, guys, I'm going to use string deserializer. So I'm going to use string deserializer dot pass dot get off name. All right. Same way, guys, one of the mandatory property, guys, property dot set property, right? You got like consumer config, you got like value deserializer, and you can specify the string deserializer, dot class dot getter. So guys, like that, guys, yesterday I've shown you consumer group, right? So if you want to start multiple consumer within the same group, all right, I can create property dot set property. All right, I can specify consumer config dot value serializer, deserializer. Oh, sorry, not value deserializer. I got like group ID config. So I can say my group name is, let's say that I can specify my group name is Pawan group or NSC group or whatever it is. I can specify given new name for any group, right? And my Kafka will automatically take care. So if I use this same group, guys, anytime, that means like you want to add consumer to it. All right. Now, one more very important property, guys, in consumer, guys, we got like property dot set property. All right, inside consumer config, we got one of the very important property called auto offset reset configuration. All right. So if I do use this, guys, it's going to take 3 parameters. All right, none. All right, earliest or latest. So basically, guys, if I want to read from the beginning, guys, do I need to use this, guys? Earliest, right? If I want to read from the latest message, guys, do I need to specify this property to latest? All right. Another very important properties you got here is, all right, I got a property called set property. There are so many other properties. I'm showing you some of the important consumer config properties, right? So I got like auto offset reset config I've done, all right? I got auto commit. Enable auto commit configuration is one more property. So I can specify 2. So I can specify, so basically guys, what is my last message I've read? All right, it's going to be auto committed. It's going to be auto committed inside Kafka. All right, so basically Kafka gonna track what was the kind of like last message I have read, and it's gonna take care. So it's gonna keep a track of this inside one of the topic, which I'm gonna show you. By default, Kafka will create a topic to store the consumer's offset. Now, after specifying all these properties, guys, there are tons of properties I can specify. Now, what is the next I have to do, guys? I have to create Kafka consumer object. So Kafka consumer object I've created, new Kafka consumer and I'm going to specify my properties here inside. Like that. Now, after creating a Kafka consumer, guys, first, guys, if I want to read my data from the topic, guys, do you think my consumer has to subscribe any topic, guys? Do you think it has to subscribe the topic? One has to send, all right, my consumer has to subscribe it, right? So my consumer can subscribe not only one single topic, it can subscribe multiple topics altogether. So it can subscribe collection of topics. So if I want to represent collection, guys, I'm going to use Java utils arrays dot as less. All right, and I can specify my topic name is, what is the topic name I've created? NSC topic, right? So right now I got only one, guys, but I got a capability to subscribe many topics from a single consumer. All right, now guys, I have subscribed to those topics which is there in a broker. Now what I want to do here is I want to fetch the data from there. All right? If you want to fetch your data continuously, guys, you need to write an endless while loop. All right, infinite while loop, because I want to fetch my data. All right, and now, guys, consumer dot poll function. If I use poll function, earlier I used to specify the timestamp something like this, but it is deprecated. Now, guys, you have to create a duration object, duration of millisecond, right? And I can specify that every 1000 ms, guys, I want to fetch my data from my consumer, right? So now every five seconds, guys, or every 1000 ms, guys, can I say I'm gonna get a whole bunch of messages? Those messages, guys, I can say multiple records I'm gonna get it, right? So I'm gonna get a consumer records object. I can specify the type as well, string and string. Wonderful. Multiple records, I'm gonna get it. So I'm gonna get a consumer records object. So I can import this. Now from this record, guys, I want to access one by one each record. So let's write for loop. All right. And I got like multiple records. From this record, guys, I want to extract a single record. So single record, let's say that. All right, iterate one by one. And this single record, guys, you can call it as consumer record object. So basically, guys, I'm trying to extract each message. After extracting each messages, guys, what you can do? All right, let's do this. I got various methods available. I don't want to do a system.out.println. I am going to use my logger. So can I use logger factory dot get logger? All right. So I got class name as NSC consumer dot class. I can specify. So I've created my logger instance. Now I can log anything. So let's say that you want to find it out which topic my data has been written. So I can specify logger.info topic, and topic is, I can specify record. From this record object, guys, I'm trying to access topic. So these are the whole bunch of method available, guys, from the consumer. So logger.info is just like system.out.println. I want to check which partition my data has been written. All right, which partition my data has been written, I want to check. So record dot partition, I can specify. Same way, guys, I can specify logger.info, and I can specify offset record dot offset, which offset my data is being written. All right. And if you're worrying about the time, guys, what is the timestamp this record has been written, guys? You can specify timestamp also. Timestamp, right? And you can see I can specify my timestamp. I got a method called record dot timestamp. All right. So I can specify something like this. And now let's run this. I'm not closing my consumer. So my consumer I'm starting. So guys, I have not imported this logger. Okay. So my consumer I've started. So you can see that in NSC topic, all right, I got like in first offset, guys, in second partition, guys, all right, or third partition, guys, you can see that NSC topic is the topic name. The first record is message is going to be written in partition 3. It is written in offset 0. It is written in this. All right, so I got like entire information. Now, if I run this producer once again, guys, it's gonna update right live. Now you can see that if you scroll down, you can see that now your 3 partitions were there. Now everybody got a 1-1 message. Right. Let's run this producer once again. Now let's see that where exactly my 4th message is going to be written. Right, and you can see my consumer. Right. So my 4th message is written in my first offset in second partition. Right, and you can see the timestamp also. I have shown you this complete matrix over here. So this is how you have to write a producers and consumers in Java, guys. All right. Now the next thing, guys, I will show you like how to write your producer and consumers in uh, Node.js as well. Okay. So before that, guys, we're gonna learn about little more properties, guys. Whatever properties we have discussed in producer and consumer, what I can add those properties, guys. So let's take a break, guys. Once we come back, guys, we're gonna do the rest of the stuff. Hey guys, I'm back. All right. So now let's do guys project in Visual Studio. All right. So we're gonna do. I'm sure like many people knows Visual Studio, right? Yes. Have you seen this? Do you know how to create a project? Can you guys help me? All right. So let's say that I want to start from scratch here also. All right. And what I want to do here is I'm going to create a directory called, all right, NSC node Kafka project. Right, NSC node Kafka, Node.js Kafka project. Right, I'm creating a directory. cd NSC node Kafka. So if you want to initialize, guys, your project, what you have to do, guys, you have to do npm init. So I can initialize my project. All right, and I just need to click on enter, enter, enter. All right. All right, and I can see that. If I see, I can see package.json is created. So that means it is initialized successfully. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open my Visual Studio editor. So I can see my Visual Studio now. All right. So this is my Visual Studio. So guys, if I want to use my project, which I've just now shown you, all right, you can go File, click on File, open File. All right. So just now, guys, you have created inside your home package. All right. I have created Kafka NSC nodes, NSC node Kafka. I have specified, right? So now I can open this. Very good. All right. So guys, if I want to connect to Kafka, guys, I require to have one of the package or one of the connector from Node.js. Let's see this, what package I got. So if I do Node.js Kafka npm, if I do it, I'm gonna get multiple option. So I got like Kafka hyphen node npm. I can use Kafka Js npm also. I can use. So I got like Kafka Js npm. All right. Now, if you see this, guys, if you want to install Kafka JS, guys, in your packages, all right, what you have to do here is simple. You need to run this particular command to add a Kafka JS libraries into your class path. So I'm going to add this Kafka JS package because I want to create a producer. I want to create a producer here. So I'm going to open a terminal. All right, and I'm going to paste this Kafka npm install Kafka JS. All right, done. So one package is been kind of like installed. All right. Now, guys, inside my all right. So inside this Kafka Node.js, right? What I can do here is I can write a new file I can create. All right. So what I want to do here is I want to create nsc producer.js. So this time I want to write kind of like my code in a normal Node.js format. So if you want to write your stuff in a Node.js format, guys, what are the things you require to have? So let's declare a constant, all right, to specify what package you want to use. So I want to use Kafka, wonderful. And I require to import what package, guys? Require to import. All right, I require Kafka JS package. Super. So I've defined a constant, which is kind of like importing my stuff. Now let's define another constant and let's name this as a Kafka. All right, and what I want to do here is I want to create an instance. It's a new Kafka. I'm creating an instance of Kafka, guys. And what I'm trying to do here is, all right, I require to specify few parameters. All right, so I can specify client ID. This is one of the property, guys, right, which gonna be used with broker, like which gonna be used with producer and consumer. So this property is basically, guys, to specify, all right, all right, to specify that this is kind of like client who is trying to produce the message in a broker. So basically this property belongs to broker to understand like who is your producer or who is your consumer. So my app is nothing but my client ID I've created. Now guys, another property I want to add, guys, brokers I want to add. So I can add one or two brokers, guys. So let's add, guys, broker. So I'm trying to add collection of brokers. So I'm going to use an array. So I'm going to use something like localhost colon 9092. Right? It's nothing but one of my broker, right? If I want to specify any other broker, guys, I can specify localhost. All right. Colon 9093 is another options I got. So I've specified my brokers. All right. And things looks fine. So I have specified my Kafka instance. Now, if I want to start, all right. Now you want to produce a message to a particular topic. So basically the first step, I've imported the package by importing Kafka JS library. The second step is, guys, I've created a Kafka instance and specified my client ID and broker. Now, guys, you have to produce those messages to your topic. All right. So we need to create a producer for our client. So I'm going to create a producer const producer. All right. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to write Kafka.producer. I can create instance, something like this. So my producer instance is created, guys. Now the next thing, guys, what I want to do here is I want to connect to. So if I want to connect, guys, await producer dot connect option I got, and I can use this particular option. All right. Now once I connect, guys, what I have to do here is await. All right. I have to use this producer dot send function. So send function I'm going to use. All right, and I can specify multiple stuff. All right. While sending it, guys, this is like your producer record, guys. So if you want to specify your record, guys, what are the things you have to specify, guys? They same in Java API also. So you have to specify your topic. All right, which topic you want to write. So I want to write in NSC topic, which is already there. And what is the value you want to write? So I can write my messages. All right. So let's say that I want to write my messages colon, all right, and I want to write some basic messages, all right. Let's say value is, so I'm specifying my message, and there's another parameter called value, and I'm specifying hello Kafka from Node.js client. Right. So basically, guys, this is what like I am trying to do. Right. So now, guys, now things looks okay. So once it is done, guys, I can write await dot. I can close my producer. If I want to close the producer, guys, disconnect. Disconnect is the option I got. All right. So these are kind of like different options we got. So if you want to check, all right, so just save it. All right. And if I want to run this, guys, node nsc dot, all right, spelling of producer is wrong, right? I have to use same name, producer dot. It's not node, it's node. All right, so I got exception, guys, here. It says all right, so I'm kind of like writing my data into a particular topic. But I don't need to specify double quote, guys, here. I'm a Java guy, so tend to do some mistake in Node.js. All right, so now let's clear this. All right, and let's run this project again. All right, so all right, so let's run my existing function. So node instead of test topic, guys, I'm going to specify my NSC topic node producer topic. All right. So I got kind of like things started executing. All right, but like my producer leader is not available. That is the reason, guys. We got this exception. Not gonna run. Create Kafka. All right. So I'm gonna use cd ls cd Kafka. All right. I'm just checking whether this message has been consumed or not. So now by cd Kafka, then Kafka topics sh minus minus bootstrap server, which is localhost colon 9092, and we got list option. So let's list it, guys. All right. So you can see that we got like NSC topic also available over here. And if I want to, if you want to work out with this, guys, so I can specify Kafka console consumer. I'm not creating my own consumer here. So I'm gonna use this, right? Bootstrap server, right? And I can see localhost colon 9092. And then what I want to do here is I want to specify topic which I want to read NSC topic, and I want to read from the beginning. Right? Kafka hyphen console consumer.sh. I got bootstrap server. All right, I got NSC topic from the beginning. Right? Right. Spelling of localhost is incorrect. That is the reason, guys, it is not able to connect. So local host cd dot dot, and now I'm going to run my consumer. All right, so you can see that I got the messages. Now what I want to do here is from the node, I want to produce some messages. Right. So I'm supposed to get a message called my node is not running. All right. Because like, all right. Control C. Okay. Control C. All right. There's some issues. All right. Basically, guys, if you run this using node.producer.js, guys, all right, if if my node was running properly, all right, so it has to write your data across your Kafka broker, guys. So I'm just producing this particular value here across my node.js. Right, from my node.js, guys, I want to write this topic to data value to this MSC topic. Okay, so let's see the consumer. All right, yes, I got it now. Probably it is not saved. There is a reason, guys, we didn't get, but now we got those messages into our Kafka. Similarly, guys, if you want to write a consumer, guys, I can write my consumer as well. All right, all you have to do here is write your consumer. So I can use there itself. So I can write my const consumer. All right. So I'm specifying I want to read my data from Kafka dot consumer. All right. And so if I want to specify group, guys, I can use this group ID, one of the property. All right, and I can specify test or R1 NSC. So this is nothing but a group name I'm keeping. Now, guys, what I can do here is I can start my consumer. So await consumer dot connect. Just like producer, guys, I'm trying to connect to my consumer. Right. Now, guys, I have to subscribe those topics, right? So if I want to read my data, guys, so I have subscribed in Java APIs also, right? So await consumer dot subscribe. This is the function I got, right? And I want to subscribe topic, which is nothing but, right, NSC topic, right? And what I want to do here is I want to read one of the property. I want to specify that I want to read from beginning. Right. From beginning, I want to make this as true. All right, that's it. So I've subscribed my topic. Now I want to run kind of like my poll function. So instead of poll function, guys, all right, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use consumer dot run option, right, and I'm going to specify something like this. So now, guys, I'm going to iterate each of my messages. Guys. So each message, all right, which is kind of like in async mode, async. And I'm going to write this. I want to have my topic. I want to have my topic. And I want to have my partition. And what I can have is I can have my message. So basically, guys, this is what like you have to specify if you want to send your data there. Right. So this is kind of like my producer record, guys. Now this producer record function, guys, I think console in the log file, guys. So here also I'm logging, right? And I can log value message dot value dot to string. I can use this. Right? And then so I have started this now, guys. Control C. And I want to save this first. It is saved now. Node producer.js. Right. So I got like the message in the console. Right. I'm supposed to get my message over here. But you can see that actually your message is kind of like getting returned over here. All right. So what are the message you have producing, guys? It is kind of like writing inside here. So you can see. In the console, it is kind of like doing it. Now let's do this, like why it is not showing. Because we haven't all right, so my producer is working fine. All right, and consumer, like I don't need that. I have not used kind of like try catch block, so probably this might be the reason. So the whole idea is, guys, you have to use your kind of like Node.js skills. Let me save this. And now, all right. So okay, guys, I got it. The problem is, guys, we have written our code in NSC producer.js and we are kind of like running this. So that is the reason, guys, we are not able to consume. Right. So now instead of this, guys, I'm gonna use NSC producer.json. So let me add this particular stuff. So that all right. So I'm gonna copy this in my producer.js. Right. So guys, I want to have my data till here. All right, and now I'm gonna copy this data here. Okay, and let's do control save and right and run now. Producer.js. So where I have declared my consumer. Okay, I've declared it twice. Okay, I didn't save this. All right. So it is the async function. All right. So guys, there is problem with my code. All right, with respect to consumer. Right. We will fix this in our next class. All right, and we're gonna execute this. Right, we're gonna write consumer. Right. I'm not very pro in Node.js. All right. All right. I can specify, help you with kind of like all the properties and all, but in with respect to kind of like syntax and all right? If I have done some kind of like errors, you have to find it out that. Okay, so we're gonna do this consumer later, all right? And now, all right, now let's see, all right? So now the next class, guys, we want to talk about performance tuning, guys. All right, we want to talk about performance tuning. We want to talk about the failures. All right. So already we have seen some of the failures, guys. So can I say in my Kafka cluster, guys, one of the node is act as a controller, guys. So if one node is acting as a controller, guys, what his responsibility, guys? If one of the node is acting like All right. So the responsibility of active controller is, guys, very much simple. What it has to do here, like it has to elect a leader party. Now my question is, guys, if I lost that particular controller broker, how are you going to handle that particular failure? So what your Kafka does, it's going to elect, it's going to make an election. So if your leader, all right, if your leader or controller is lost, all right, it's going to make an election again. All right. And what it does, all right, any available next best available computer, guys, it's going to make it as a controller. Usually controller is going to make, all right, the first controller is made with the help of, right, whoever, like which broker who joined kind of like your cluster first, right, that particular computer, guys, Kafka will make it as controller. Rest of the guys, all right, they do not worried about the other works. They just need to worry about like the topics and partitions inside. So every broker or every Kafka cluster does have like multiple brokers, does have a multiple brokers, right? One of the broker is gonna call it as controller, right? Controller responsibility is to have the metadata information of all the brokers. Basically, it does have additional capability. It has to select or create a leader partition. All right. In case if that particular computer fail, your zookeeper will make any one of the available computer as a leader. Now, in case of failure of that, the first controller node, if we rejoin the cluster, now he will not be a controller. He will be kind of like a normal broker, right? That is a lead, that is failure with respect to Kafka broker, leader, all right? So in case, guys, if I lost any one of the broker, guys, can I say it's gonna mark, all right, it's gonna remove an entry from the zookeeper because zookeeper is not receiving a heartbeat call and it's gonna rely on other partitions. One. So we're gonna talk about more such failure cases across the component, guys, in our next class, guys. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, yes, you can ask now. Any questions, guys, before we leave? All right, wonderful, guys. So let's stop here and we're gonna understand the rest of the stuff. All right, so like failures and some of the performance tuning measures, guys, I'm gonna teach you in our next class, guys. Till then, see you, bye-bye.